Ho! Hey ho! What's up, everyone? Welcome into another episode of Titans Tube. I'm Caleb. This is Justin, and yes, you're all wondering where have we been all week. Yeah, we've been pretty busy. Justin, I was in Utah first half of the week. As you can tell, Justin is now in Gatlinburg, so our schedule's kind of been crazy, but we're still getting it done, dude.
We're still getting it done for you guys. Who cares if it's Saturday, the last day of the week? It's getting done.
Yeah. Who cares? Don't doubt our dedication to Sparkle Motion, aka the Titans. That's what they're playing like now.
I like the Donnie Darko reference. Okay.
Yeah, thank
you. Digging deep.
Before we get into our thoughts, which we're going to cover our thoughts on the Texans game and then briefly give our thoughts on the upcoming game against the Jets at home, just want to give a shout out to our sponsors and all of our patrons. Check out hang10.com. Use the code Titans2 for 10% off your order. Also, Backyard Dog BBQ Sauce. You can check out more of them in this description below, and all the patrons. And listen to this episode as a podcast on iTunes. Okay. That is all of that. Justin, we played again on Monday night against another Texas team. It did not go as well as the first time. Houston Texans doubled up on us despite Mariota having almost a historic game. What you thinking, man? What are your thoughts? Give me all of it.
All of my thoughts. It's not many because there's not a lot going on up here, if you know what I mean. Dude, just this Titans team, man, we're just finding ways to lose. We're just... Mariota putting up over 300 yards, 2 touchdown passes, 147.7 quarterback rating, throwing 1 incompletion. And the Titans, we weren't even close in the second half. We go up 10-0, and then that's it. That was the highlight of the game, was that 10-0 start. We got off to the fast start, which is something that we don't see a lot, which was exciting. It was like, okay, we came ready to play. This is going to be a game. And then we just disappear for the rest of the game. And we get a late touchdown kind of garbage at the end. And, man, it's just disappointing. I'm looking at our quarterback, and I feel like he is one of the probably the only player that is putting his heart and soul on the line trying to win this game. And we're just not seeing a complete team effort from anywhere else on the field. But Mariota was on his game, and it was, I mean, it comes down to, it's basically the offensive line. If you could sum up this game in 2 words, it's offensive line. It was offensive. Mariota gets sacked 6 times in this game. And I mean, I don't know how many times he's been sacked this year, dude, but, it's too many, first of all.
Yes.
But if you remember his rookie season, the last time he was getting sacked this much, the head coach got fired.
True.
And I'm not saying Mike Vrabel's on the hot seat or anything, because he's not, and he's not going to get fired this season or next season. Maybe not even the season after that. I mean, I think this was a long-term kind of a hire for Mike Vrabel. But that just kind of shows you, something needs to be fixed. Because like I said, Ken Wisenhunt gets fired after our franchise quarterback of the future is just repeatedly getting hit. So something's going on with the offensive line. That's my biggest takeaway from this game. We got to do something to fix this. And it's crazy because this is the same offensive line that was a top 5 unit 2 years ago. It took a little bit of a step backwards last year, but they were still good enough. And then this year, just something's going on. Is it the money? Is the money just getting into their heads a little bit? Josh Klein, Taylor Lewan. I mean, did we give any more money to any of the other guys? Even if we did, they were all playing bad, in my opinion. So that it was just disappointing, man. We dropped to 5-6, lose 2 back-to-back road games after 2 great wins against Dallas and then New England.
This has been,
so yeah. I mean, what's your opinion, man?
I mean, it's been the ultimate roller coaster season as a Titans fan, beating just some of the best teams. I saw a stat yesterday. I believe someone tweeted at us. Don't know who you were, but the strongest wins in the AFC, strongest strength of schedule wins. Titans are number 1. We've beaten the strongest teams, and yet time and time again we find ways to blow it. Coming out of the bye, everyone was worried about dropping games to Dallas and then the Patriots, and then possibly having a shot beating the Colts and the Texans. It's been flip-flopped. What is going on here? It's driving me crazy, and it's just debilitating. I know all you Texans and Colts fans are loving it and probably writing all your crap trash talk in the comments below. Have at it, because I ain't gonna read that shit. Actually, I might, but yeah, from the Texans game, I look at Mariota's stats. If I were to just look at that, I'd be like, holy crap, I bet we dominated this game. So, and like you said, watching the game, dude, Mariota is putting his heart on the line every single play, scrambling. I mean, you can just tell the dude is doing everything he can to win, and it's extremely frustrating when you just see just so many mental lapses, poor execution, just not enough heart. And we've been praising the heart of this team early in the season after that Eagles win and then winning against the Cowboys and the Patriots, and then it's just like from one week to the next, or from it's just a complete 180 difference. We never know what team we're going to get. But I think you're right. The O-line has been the biggest disappointment so far, and the run game. And I think that plays into the O-line's play there.
Oh, yeah.
We have no semblance of any kind of rushing attack or rushing threat on our team, which is crazy because we got two really good backs. We're at least one really good back in Dion Lewis. Derrick Henry, I guess Verdict is still out. I don't know, man. But Corey Davis was our leading rusher this game, but I think that plays into how much teams –
on one carry.
Yeah, one carry, 39 yards. Give him the ball more. But I think that all just plays into how poor the O-line is playing. People are able to start pressuring Mariota more. And even if Mariota is having a great game, he can't take 6 sacks and wins. And then also on the defensive side – I thought the defensive line played like crap. Poor tackling. Lamar Miller, really 162 yards, a 13.5 average a carry. I know he had that 97-yard rush touchdown, longest in the NFL since like 2014, but that's unacceptable. Giving up
like
that
his
stuff.
shortest rush of the game was probably like 10 yards. Like he was still gashing us before that 97-yard
Yeah,
run.
I mean, I went and rewatched the game on Game Pass, and his first like 4 runs were for double-digit yards, and then so like when he popped the 97-yard run, I'm like, well, yeah, that should have been expected. We haven't been able to tackle this guy once. All it took was 2 missed tackles from our leaders on defense, Woodyard and Byard, and there he's off to the races. Kenny Vaccaro, not as fast as I thought. Props to Adoree Jackson for trying to chase him all the way down. But we learned that
good
we learned that speed is not Kenny Vaccaro's forte. But man, so disheartening. I guess the one bright side would be just Mariota and also Corey Davis. I know Corey Davis has had some inconsistent games, but time and time again he's showing like we made the right call on that draft pick. He just needs some more help around him.
Yeah, and you made a comment earlier about just kind of in passing, like get this man the ball more, and it's true. Look at his stats. He had 1 carry and he had 4 receptions for 96 yards, a touchdown on 4 targets. On just 4 targets. Corey Davis, in my opinion, is the best player on this offense, probably, well, besides Mariota. I'll put Mariota ahead of Corey Davis. But Corey Davis is the second best player on this offense. I don't know if I would have said that a few weeks ago. Maybe it could have been Dion Lewis. I mean, obviously, Delaney Walker being out, it hurts this offense tremendously. But get the ball to your playmakers, and we threw it to him 4 times, and he caught all 4 of them.
Yeah.
He's producing. He was incredibly efficient in this game. We handed him the ball off on 39 yards. He averaged 39 yards per rush, which probably leads the NFL. I would have liked to give him the ball every single down after that as well.
Yeah,
that's clearly a joke. But yeah, I mean we got to keep throwing Corey Davis the ball. I mean when he's on, and he's good. He's one of the only receivers we have that can consistently get separation, can get himself open, and even when defenses are keying in on him, he's still finding ways to make some plays. So I would love for us to give Corey Davis, give him 10 targets a game. You're giving him 4 and then giving him a handoff, and he's clearly showing that he can make something happen with the ball. So that was a little disappointing. I think Corey Davis could have popped off for a lot more if we had honed in on him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the problem is all in all is Mariota isn't getting the time to be able to throw downfield, which I mean the Monday night announcers kept on harking Mariota being like, "Gotta throw the ball downfield." I'm like, dude has no time. He's having to dink and dunk and dump it down to Dion Lewis and Derrick Henry and Luke Stocker every single time or something like that. So, I mean, back to the O-line play. If we can just get the highest paid offensive lineman in the NFL to start doing their job, his job, and the rest of the O-line's job, then maybe we can start getting the ball into our playmakers' hands a little more.
Come on, Lawan. And I guess this is a big talked about thing, but the Luke Stocker handoff on a critical moment in the game, because the very next play, Lamar Miller runs for 97 yards for a touchdown. That's a 14-point swing in 2 plays. Just a questionable play call. You know what? I still like Matt LaFleur. I still like his system. I like this offense in a lot of ways more than Mike Mularkey's offense, even though we aren't seeing a lot of points put up on the board. I mean, we have a little bit like Dallas, Philadelphia. The offense was putting up a lot of points, or the Patriots too. I almost forgot that one. Just little situational things like that. I have big problems with, but I think Matt LaFleur and his system, first year as a play caller, hopefully he throws that play out of the playbook. Because that was poor. We needed a good play. We needed a conversion on that drive. And yeah, handing the ball off to Luke Stalker for his first career carry was not the smart move in hindsight, but it didn't seem like the smart move even before the play happened. So
yeah, I mean, comparing this offense to Malarkey's like you did, I just think even though there's been some horrible bumps in the road this season, I just think the cap on potential has just been raised almost limitlessly to what we can do. We're just not realizing that potential yet. We have a few games gotten the offense going, but there's still some real growing pains from everyone's side, and that includes LaFleur on how he calls his play. How he calls his plays. He's had kind of 2 poor games in a row against the AFC South, which is not the best time for that to happen.
Yeah, not a good time for bad play calls. I think you kind of hit it on the defense. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the run defense. That as opposed to the offensive line, or with the offensive line, I think the defense is not still, but it's becoming an issue, especially like a consistency issue. This was the #1 scoring defense in the league just a couple weeks ago, and we're just getting gashed now the past couple weeks. So yeah, I mean, this team's got problems. It's an uphill climb. But looking ahead, dude, we're 5-6. We have some you would think, winnable games on the horizon where we can get back in the hunt of a wild card possibly. So season's not over. I still have hopes and dreams of a playoff berth. But, I mean, I know a lot of Titans fans aren't thinking about that. They're just thinking about maybe the draft or the offseason or something. Or maybe not. I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. Throw that statement out. I think a lot of Titans fans are looking at the schedule and are like, yeah, I mean, this season's not over. We're still alive. We can rip off a few straight wins here and just be right back in it. But yeah, like it's go time. We can't lose pretty much ever again.
It's been go time pretty much for the past few weeks, and it's just we can't seem to get it together. But yeah, I mean, we're still we went out. We're at 10-6. I think that would be good enough to get a wild card spot for sure. But it's just kind of out of our hands at this point. We're going to need some help from the rest of the division to squeak in, or some debacles from the other teams in the AFC South right now, mainly Colts and the Texans. Texans really securing their lead and their clamp on the top of the division, and the Colts are just rolling too. So it's definitely an uphill battle for the Titans to make the playoffs at this point, but still possible. And like you said, we got some winnable games. Notably, we're playing the Jets tomorrow. Actually, Jets, not one of the better teams in the league. We're also playing at home, where the Titans have been the best so far this season. I mean, we're 2-5 on the road, so it bodes well that we're playing the Jets at home. But what do you see going into this game, Justin? It's clearly a winnable game in my mind. I mean, I think we're obviously a more talented team than the Titans, but what Titans team is going to show up to play?
I would like to see the Titans that played the Patriots. I hope it's them. I want to see some sense of urgency. I want to see some urgency. Play with some desperation. Play like this game is pretty much our season, more or less, if we want to make the playoffs. I'm not sure as far as the Jets go. Hey, guess what? Rashard Matthews is coming back to town, but he hasn't even been dressing. So what's going on with that? What a terrible decision it turns out that he made, where he's not even seeing the field anymore. Avery Williamson, though, hey, it's always nice to keep up with former Titans that didn't leave on a sour note. So Avery Williamson coming back to town. I think he even leads the Jets in tackles this year. Which is kind of what he does. He led our team in tackles, except for last year. I think Woodyard did. But hey, Avery Williamson playing good. But I hope we crush his face in this game. I'm not sure. Is Sam Darnold going to play? That's kind of a big thing. Honestly, I would almost rather see Darnold at this point than Josh McCown. Sam Darnold's, he's having that typical kind of rookie year, throwing a lot of picks, but he looks good and here and there. I mean, he's the future.
I mean, he's
still.
playing the Titans. We can make him look like freaking Tom Brady out there. You never know. But I kind of want to say
we made Tom Brady look like
Sam Darnold right now is
Tom
questionable.
Brady actually,
and I haven't heard anything more on that, so I'm not positive.
I mean, the Jets, like you said, one of the bottom dwellers of the NFL this year. But I mean, it's still the NFL. I mean, anybody can win any given Sunday if we don't show up to play. I'm kind of looking at their schedule. Holy crap! It looks like they're on a 5-game losing streak.
At least 5 games.
Jeez. Okay. Hey, they dropped 42 on the Colts. We only dropped 10. So I mean, their offense can pop off. They beat Denver, who's just popped off a few wins here. They blew out the Lions earlier this season.
In week 1.
So, I mean, it's still we got to show up ready to play. We can't just come into this game and think, oh, it's the Jets. Good, we're going to get back in the win column. No, we've only won 2 more games than the Jets. We have no reason to just get all cocky and high and mighty.
I mean, I think we've seen this season.
Isaiah Crowell's dangerous. Anyway, I'm just kind of speaking as I read about their team. I'm just learning.
I was just saying,
about them on the
I think
fly.
at this point in the season, we've learned it's way more about how the Titans are going to come out than whatever team we're playing. We can beat that upper echelon teams if we play the way we're capable of, but then we can easily just get absolutely goose-egged by any team or blown out based on how we play. So it's hard to say. This is a winnable game. We should beat the Jets. Are we going to? What's your prediction, man?
I think we get it done. I have to think this way, or else I don't know what to live for anymore, man. I gotta believe in that the Titans will rebound, get back to 6-6, 6-6. Within a Thursday night game. I think we're on a short week against the Jags.
So another winnable game
this Thursday, I think. Another winnable game. So we got 2 huge games this upcoming week. You know what? I have to think we get it done. I think we win this game 27-20. It's probably going to be close, just because that's how we do things. Well, I don't know. Except when we lose, we get blown out.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I think if we don't win this game, I don't know. I think shit's probably going to hit the fan a little bit. With the fans and thinking what's happened to this Titans team that was a playoff team last year. Didn't really lose any key pieces on the roster. Brought in this new coach, this new coaching scheme that was going to cater to the players, and we end up, not meeting expectations whatsoever. And I know this new system is probably going to take more than 1 season to perfect and instill, but you still expect to be competing for a playoff spot and not losing to a 3-8 Jets team at home.
Yeah,
so it's going to be disappointing. So if we lose, so I've got to expect that we can come out playing with the season on the line and win the game.
Yep, agreed. I actually think I'm going to be super optimistic here. I think we're going to take it to the Jets at home.
Yes, please give an optimistic take. I'm feeling
better
down.
Than the Jets.
So
and if you just give me, I'll take Mariota and Corey Davis how they're playing right now. I don't care. Let them sack Mariota. The O-line's trash right now, but I'm going to take Mariota and Corey Davis are going to be enough to beat this Jets team. But yeah, I'm looking for the offense to kind of come out, and we're playing at home again. Pretty good at home over the last 2 seasons. So I'm going to go, man. I'm going to go 38-25.
Oh, yes.
38-25. Kind of random score, but I think
25.
I think all of Titans fandom, and I hope the team is ready to come out and just like punch another team in the mouth after we've just been getting our ass handed to the last few weeks by division teams. We really need a turnaround game here to kind of propel momentum into the last 5 games after this. So let's do it, Titans. Let's do it. Season's not over. Yeah, you know what? I think we have the players. We have the players that can kind of regroup. I don't think they're kind of like throwing a little shade at Jacksonville. I don't think they're like that where they're just going to cave and collapse mentally. I think they're resilient. We haven't seen it on the field in the past 2 weeks, but I think they're going to have a positive attitude going into this game, and that's going to help us. Just got to get the mentality right. I mean, look, even this team is maybe one of the healthiest we've been this late in the year. The only people who are out for the game are Dane Cruikshank and David Fluellen. So
Is Taywan Taylor back?
He's not on the injury report right now.
Yeah, we got Taylor
So
Taylor
we
back.
shouldn't be having letdowns like
I
this.
don't know,
That's the frustrating part. But I think the Titans are going to turn it around on Sunday and maybe give us some momentum going into the last stretch of the season and make a push for the playoffs. Let's do it, Titans.
Push it
Up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Well.
All right, guys. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for being patient with us this week. It's been an unordinary week for us. We've both been out of town for portions of this week. But we had to get a video out before Sunday.
So we do.
So, yeah. I guess we're not doing picks this week. That's bad. People are going to be upset with us about that.
We'll be back next week with all of our regular videos, okay, people? Just give us a break, okay? The Titans are just crushing our soul right now. It's like a Dementor just sucked out my soul, and now I have no real reason to, get up in the morning. So, and I've also been out of town, and you too. So, cut us some slack, dudes.
Yeah.
Slack.
All right. All right. Well, cool. Thanks for watching. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next week. We'll have that recap out after the Jets blowout win, the Titans blowout win over the Jets. That is. Yeah. You guys take it easy. Take it sleazy.
Peace out.